Okay, so good morning everybody, and once again welcome back in today's class, day number 15, and we are still doing our incident management module in depth. So yesterday we saw about this thing, assignment group routing. Manually you can do, auto assignment you can do, lookups you can do, script you can do, assign to manual you can do, assign to me can be do by these two ways can be doable. And then we saw that what group should be populated here, which has a type of ITL or nil. And how I can find out that part? Come here, show assignment group, and if you see here, you will find this thing, that the type is null or the type is this. It means either the type, group type, and how we can find out the group type. If I come here, user admin, and to the groups, and if you put the type here, this one, and click OK. So now this. So this is the field which is getting called in the reference qualifier. This. In the incident management, it can be incident group. In the change management, it can be change group. In the problem management, it can be problem group. In the baseline system, we're not differentiating anything here. But yes, whenever we do the practical implementation for our customers, we can define that only this type of group should come. Like if I say, let's say there is an escalation is happening, and I don't want that this should be assigned to any other group type which is not escalation. So you can filter out that part. You can put the restrictions in the reference qualifier, and if you click here configure dictionary, you can do this part here. If I put this type is ITL, and now if I save, and now I come and go to the incident, and go to the open incident and click here, and now if I remove and do this, why it's showing all these of the group as well. These are not the ITL group actually. So you will get only the ITL groups and nothing else. This is the benefit of doing the restrictions to avoid any unnecessary group assignment, either in the incident, either in the change, either in the problem. And I'm telling you, practically it play a good role. Because let's say I'm a shared service desk. I'm working and I'm getting 100 of tickets in a single day. I should not able to assign an incident to the wrong group, a wrong type of group. So these ticks, these reference qualifiers, these validations help me to restrict my user to use only these limited groups only. Okay, so this is another benefit of that particular stuff. Now, if you remember that we were discussing one more thing, that auto assignment or assignment can be do, or sorry, assigned to can be work with the on-call scheduling. What is on-call scheduling, which we already discussed, that if a good team of a before team is on the on-call and we need to be assigned the incident to that particular person. So what ServiceNow says, they are giving a module called the on-call, on-call. Here you can see. This is a itself is a big module. How to configure, what to configure, it's everything we have to be do. But what we are going to be see that how the on-call schedule work here. That how it has been defined. Go ahead, Farah.
Could you repeat please? On-call scheduling, it's used for what exactly?
Okay,
Sorry.
so basically on-call scheduling
Yeah.
is it is a way. Okay. Let's say you and Tejas in a team and you're working in a shift. Now you both are busy. There is no one who can assign the incident on anybody of your name. Then in the on-call scheduling, we create the rotation cycle, and then we define some rules. If this condition matches and if this skill matches, then assign to Farah. If this thing matching, assigned to Tejas. This is what this on-call scheduling called here. It's a big model. A lot of companies are using this. Specifically, this has been used in the NOC, in the CSOC or the SOC command centers or the network command centers mainly. Because in that group, in that particular area, multiple people are working the different shifts, and I can maintain my schedule from here. So like I have this thing. I have one for the application development, one for the hardware, one for the ITSM dev, one for the major incident, survey desk, and all things are there. Nobody is on call now. This. It says hardware. If any incident came between in the midnight till 8:30 morning, I have two members, David Dan and the ITL user. First, it should be go to the David ITL. If ITL is not responding, then it should go to the David. In the major incident, if any major incident come between 8:30 evening till 8:30 morning, sorry, it should be 8:30 to 8:30, maybe some weekend off they are putting up. So primary should go to this particular person. Now, if I open this, how it's work. So this is what the fundamental. This says what is the overview, what is the shift timings, who is working in which shift. There's a one hardware US, hardware APAC, hardware weekend, hardware EMEA. And if I open any of this, I can see that what is their time editing schedule. And here are a few settings available. But we are not going in that much deep because this is not the purpose of training here. We need to just understand that where this module exists and how it's works. So let's say I'm going here now. So I have a ITIL user and I have a David Den. If any incident raised between these timings, so today between 12 to 8:30, it should assign to ITIL user mainly. And how it's been gone, it has a shift defined like this. See, you can see here, right? Hardware US is supporting from this time to this time. Hardware APAC is supporting this time to this time. So we are in which roster we are checking? Hardware APAC. So like this. So if time zone matches, then it will assign to ITIL user. Auto assign. If ITIL user is not responding, not available, then it will go to David Dan. This is what it says here. But now the question
For the
comes.
SLA, sorry, excuse me. And for the SLAs, whenever this incident is assigned to David, for example, at which time the SLA will be updated or triggered or something like that?
It's again depend the in the SLA what condition you matches.
Okay.
If you say that as soon as assigned to is filled, SLA should start, it can be that. If you say that okay, SLA should or maybe SLA must attach should not attach if it is coming from the on-call scheduling. Because in the on-call scheduling, I am just assigning it.
Okay.
Maybe my agent will work after 1 hour, 2 or 5 after 5 hours. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have to be see that in which condition incident should assign to these guys. That is also important, right? Timing is one thing that okay, these guys working in this particular shift. That's fine. Now, how the system will know that I have to be assigned to APAC, I have to be assigned to US, I have to be assigned to some weekend person. So if you go here, there are the on-call trigger rules. Here, trigger rules like this. It says let's say, because as of now there's no example for that particular stuff. Let's say I'm picking up this thing, VIP caller. They're saying if the caller is VIP, okay, when to activate? When all the condition matches. What condition is there? When caller is VIP. What to do? Assign to service desk. Automatically any point of time. No restrictions. But it is active false. Let's say active true. Let me do active true here. Say. Now what we'll do? We'll go and create one incident. Okay. And click on the create new. Who was the VIP user? It was Jonathan, right? Let's search from here itself. That will be quick and easy. VIP is true. Run. Sorry, Jared. And now if I save, practically it should assign to service desk. See, it is assigned to service desk. Why? Because this condition has been matched now. This condition has been matched now. So if I go back, where's the trigger rules? So if I come here and if I see this thing, high priority for network, what it says when to activate, either priority is critical or high is one, or and category is network. So now let's activate this and see. Let's make it. See, did you notice this thing? State in progress assigned to Beth. Why? Why? Let's a good point. Let's come back here. On call schedule. Service desk. See, it's assigned to Beth. Why? Because Beth is working from 9 to 9. From yesterday 9 till today 9, Beth is working. Beth David. So it's assigned to Beth Ellinger automatically because of the on-call scheduling. So now you can see state is in progress. And now if you see the SLA and SLA is attached, yes, response SLA has been attached. This is what the benefit of the on-call scheduling here. So there's a and don't consider these are the very big things. These are the things to automate your processes. So now we notice this part. As soon as it is signed, it's moved to the in progress. And how I know? By this heartbeat. And how this name come? Because that person in the shift. Simple. If Beth is not available or not responding, then it will go to David Lou. And you can see that for the whole 24 hours, Beth is primary, David is secondary. I'm not sure that what is the meaning of the T here. Like this. So if it is raised on the Monday, then first is Beth. But if it is raised on this particular day, Sunday, then ideally there is the primary one. So in this only one thing is that it's a one-time work. If your rota is fixed, create a rota, put the name, put the primary and secondary, your work has been done, and test it. This is what the on-call scheduling says. If you want to see more, you can come here on-call schedule, and there must be some dashboard as well, I'm sure. Uh, Scheduling overview. I'm not getting that. Maybe that is not part of this. Create. Otherwise, it's come kind of what I can say. What I was saying, dashboard kind of format is come. Okay, let me come here and search dashboard. Do we have anything of the dashboard of on-call scheduling? Yes, on-call overview, right. This is what I was talking in the dashboard. So you can go and check, and you will get two type of tabs. One is the escalation overview, that how many incidents get escalated, and what is the group overview, how many incidents has been assigned in a particular group in a particular time. This is what the dashboard provides. There is no data to display. Maybe it is required some jobs to be done, scheduled jobs to be done, which is not running in the baseline system as of now. But from the perspective, we can get the information here. Escalation overview and the group overview. This is what a small discussion on the on-call scheduling. Clear, everybody? Any doubt?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Good.
Atul, one thing, how we know like the primary member is not responding or something, like do he need to take it in progress or it went automatically? Just one thing on that.
Uh, it depends. See, if there's a lot of members available in the shift, but primary is the one to whom the ticket should be assigned, other can also see that is it responding or not, because there's a no way that he is not responding, or maybe you have to put some kind of script that if he did not respond in the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes, no update in the incident, then maybe you have to be escalated.
Okay,
So
so escalation is done by somebody or it automatically get
it can
assigned
be
to the second?
automatic as well. It can be automatic as well.
Okay.
So
Like,
escalation is like if you are not responding after 30 minutes, email will trigger to your manager.
okay.
So these things also can define here. So that is a thing, escalation overview, right? It means there must be some trick. So if I go back on the on-call scheduling quickly, if you come here and if you see roster and escalation details. So this is what they are saying. Primary is this 1 hour delay, go to Bo. Bo is not responding 45 minutes, go to David Lu.
Fine,
This is
fine,
what
fine.
the
Got
escalation process. So this is what we have to be define it actually. And in this case, it will assign the ticket to Bo, not to David now. It will accidentally assign to David. Sorry, Bo. So do one thing, create one incident and don't touch as per this particular requirement. And see what happened. Is it assigning to Bo or it is just sending an email to Bo?
it.
Okay. Now if I see this in the service desk, this one, 30 minutes she has to respond. David need to respond in the 10 minutes, in the 5 minutes. And see, acha, it's a wo, title user means which is T stand for is territory, means like a zonal person or something kind of that particular expression.
Atul, I don't understand 30 minutes delay, 10 minutes delay.
Okay.
How it's calculated?
give
This
you a
is
work.
SLA. We are talking about SLA or
No,
what?
it is a SLA. You can say it can be SLA on the SLA table itself, but it can be a way to check. Let's say I assign a work to you and say, Farah, in 15 minutes, give it to me.
Mm.
15 minutes gone, you did not done. I send an email by keeping your manager in the loop after 15 minutes. This is what the escalation says. I'll give one example. Let's say your network is not working on your phone. You raise the incident. It says that in the 24 hours it will be done. After 24 hours, it's not done. You again call and say, hey, I want to escalate this. Why you want to escalate it? Because you already waited for the 24 hours. In the same manner, we define in the system that wait for the 30 minutes only. And see, reminder 1, reminder 2, and then escalate after 10 minutes. Now, how to give the reminder? It is called the notify, which is the next concept we're going to pick up it. Reminder in the form of the SMS, reminder in the form of the call, or reminder in the form of the email as well. There are things in service now which you can integrate. Let's say there's a major incident is happening now. Okay. And I want, and for in the night shift, or for in the on call shift. It means she no need to be login 100%, but she need to be wake in the shift. As soon as the major incident happen, there's a call going on the Farah's mobile. This thing also you can integrate in service now. We have to be use there's a gateway. I forget that gateway or API. You can use that API and you can make it as a call. If I'll give you 3 time calls, if you did not pick up, I'll escalate it to your manager. I'll give him a call to your manager. Do you think that in a big companies it's a 24/7 shift and people are working? No, it's a on call. You go and enjoy your evening at your home. But if any issue came, I'll give you a call. System will give you a call. And this thing happen with the help of on-call scheduling, it will be happen. So in the 30 minutes, it will give a first reminder. After 30 minutes, 10 minutes, it gives a second reminder. And after 10 minutes, it escalates to David. Now David has only 1 to 5 minutes to be respond back. Yes, I'm checking on this part. Otherwise, it will go to idle user. If she did not respond, it go to again. And it again go back to the Beth and catch all. That why you did not guys responded it. This is what we have to be fix it here. Do one thing, try to create one on-call schedule. I know we did not cover and it's not part of the training as well, but try to create one on-call schedule. Go here and click on this, create your on-call schedule, and then you will come to know that how it's been working. So it's a defined schedule, members, how the escalation happened, and finally publish it. Okay, clear, Farah?
Yes, I told it's better.
Good. Now the next part which we was discussing is called the notify. And notify, it's not notification, it's notify. I don't have that plugin. Let me install that plugin first.
There is a difference between notification and notify.
Yes. Notify is something which you are, what I can say, telling someone that okay, how to reach out to you guys. Notification is kind of an email notification is sending. It's a difference. It's a difference. So don't mix notify with the notification. So this is the plugin I'm talking. Yes, Tivoli, right. So you can integrate ServiceNow and the Tivoli to send SMS and the voice capabilities.
Yes, it's a type of notification, right?
It is
It's
a
a
way to
notification
notify.
basically, right?
Okay, so what it says that if I need, okay, if I need to be talk to you, or
Yeah.
if in the late evening I want to reach out to you because of an incident, I can reach out to you via voice call.
Yes.
I can initiate a conference call, or I can
Yeah.
send SMS to you.
Yeah.
Definitely in the night, if you're sleeping, no SMS purpose will be there. But I can give you a voice call or directly give you a call
Yeah.
that there is an incident, please get up and do the things.
Yeah.
Okay, so ServiceNow says that there is a small plugin available, Tivoli, which you can activate and then you can notify in the three manners. Number one, you can use the notify to major incident management. You can use notify via SMS and the voice capability, and you can use notify to notify your on-call scheduling as well. Nothing much to be do here. It's a very small concept because nowadays a lot of things are available in service now to send SMS and all the things. It's all about integration because if I want to be send any SMS from ServiceNow to Farah or to Surbi or to Tejas or to myself or to Samira, I have to be put something in between so that ServiceNow can read my service provider. It can go outside and then send a SMS or SMS or voice mail to other person. Okay, so nothing much to worry, but also one more thing which is important here, that whenever you're putting any notify, this you're using notify, we have to use the standards. Like in the medical sciences, there's a standard called HIPAA, HIPAA, I guess. In credit card industry, there's a standard called PSI SCDS or something is there, credit card and system something is there. So in the same manner in telecom as well, we have a lot of standards. So we have to meet that standards, or we have to be obey that standard, we have to be compliant that standards. Then you can do this part. Okay. Now, as Farah was more interested in the SLA part, let's discuss these things. Okay, and this is important point. SLA has been attached, and how SLA take the next step. In the baseline system, SLA send three notifications. Number one, when your SLA reached the 50%. Number two, when your SLA reached to 75%. And number three, when your SLA has been breached. And how it's work? It's working from the flow, that what condition should happen and when. So if you come here, let me show you. Okay, flow designer. Because if I come here and show you one more thing. SLA definition. Okay. If I open anyone, like let me open this one. It has this thing, flow, default SLA flow. What this mean? So if I come here in the flow designer and I'll put here this one I'm talking. Open this and you will find that when it should be triggering the 50%, 75% or the SLA breach trigger point. So here you can see this one. Wait until 50% of SLA duration. In the implementation exam, this is one of the bad thing which I don't like. They were means in the examination they can ask you the flow name as well. That what is the name has been given in the baseline system.
Oh.
So in the when we go in the change management, there are approximately 7 to 8 flows. Normal, emergency, with task, without task also. So we have to be remember the exact name because it can be asked.
Mm.
Also, they can in the examination they can ask you the property name as well. That what is the property name? It's not like activate the challenge. No, it's like com.snc dot property name. This is something which I don't like, but it's fine because it's an implementation. So we should know that what is we'll be activating it. So how this trigger is triggered from the SLA1 and it's defined in the here. So if you can see, wait until 50% of duration, SLA percentage time 50%. And what to do? This is the condition. And then generate an event record. So in the mota you have to understand that only 3 times this trigger happened. Number 1 50%, number 2 75%, number 3 it's 100%. Maybe you read somewhere it's a 90% as well. No, on the 90% it did not trigger. So you can see in the flow 50, 75 and finally 100%. Breach done. And it's a trigger. So what happened from here? It's go, and if you see here in your notification, there's a term called trigger. From there it pick up these words or these concepts and trigger the notification that your SLA has been breached by 35, 75%, 50% and 100%. There's a no other notification trigger on this part. Specifically on the SLA part, I'm saying, guys, don't get confused. On the SLA part, there's no other thing has been triggered. Okay, clear. A small one, but yes, we need to be remembered. It's because it's a straightforward question can be come. So this concept is important to understand on that side. Okay. Now I'll come a little bit more in this area. Okay, and give me a minute. Let me stop sharing and we'll get another slide to understand better manner on this thing. Download. I hope I'll find this here itself. They have changed something, I guess. Didn't flow. Because there's a one more concept which is important and interesting here is that if you notice in service now, okay, it's not be there. No problem. I'll explain you by my way then. This is fine. This I should close and come. Okay, so we are coming back on this part. Okay, here. Now in this part, if you notice that I can go from new to cancelled, new to on hold, and new to in progress. Okay, we need to be understand when I put any incident on hold, what happened. And also if I tell you one more thing, what I was telling, incident, yes, okay. Come here and search for the incident. Open. This is state, right? Let me bring one more field. Incident state. And this is the homework for you guys. Why there are two state field in an incident, in a change, in a problem? Why there are two state field in an incident? Yes, two state field in the same table.
Incident state and state. Mm. Mm.
You find out the answer, but I'll give you the next part. So what we are going to be discuss, number one, when I put any incident on hold, what will happen? I'll get four on hold reason: awaiting caller, awaiting change, awaiting problem, and awaiting vendor. Okay. See, if you put awaiting caller, my this thing become mandatory. Okay. Clear? Number one part. If I put awaiting change, nothing is mandatory here. Nothing. Nothing is mandatory. It means in the baseline system, there's a no validation. If you put awaiting change, you can still put on hold without attaching any change number, either in here or either in here. So no logic is given on that part. Awaiting problem, same stuff. No logic is there. And last, for awaiting vendor, no logic is given in the baseline system that what should be happen. Should I put some, should I ask some vendor number? Should I ask for some change? Ask for some problem? Nothing is given here.
And if you go back to awaiting color,
Then you have to be put this condition. This work notes are mandatory. And if I go back, let's say if I'm raising this incident, I'm putting awaiting caller. And if I log in from the service portal with this particular person and I put some comment, it go in the in progress automatically. Do one thing, create an incident with the ITIL user, put on hold from the system admin, then go to the portal and then see what happened. If you change it from there, it means if I'm putting awaiting caller, definitely when this person will log in into service portal and open this incident and put any comment, incident will be going in the in progress automatically because caller is already responding. This is what the baseline code has been written. The baseline work has been written. This is what the fundamental here. But now I have still the same question. Why are these two states? The answer of why you need to be find out. But let me tell you that what is these two states? It's not the two states of Chetan Bhagat. These two states, this particular state field is from the task table. And this is a field on the incident table. Why you have to find out, not me. Don't ask Atul why there's a difference. I have no answer on that part. You have to find out the answer for me. So if I come here and if I right click on this state, see task table. If I go here, let me add configure form design. Incident state. And save. Reload. See. And this is coming from.
Okay, I just want to maybe not sure, but try to answer it. So since that state field is getting fetched from the task, right? We are inherit it's getting inherited from the task table, right? So we just used the same values in the incident states because clients usually ask for more states, right? They just don't get confined with what we are getting from the out of box, right? So instead of impacting the whole uh, the base table, right, we, because we usually don't make changes to the task table, right, we will add those states in the incident state so that it does not impact the other modules, like if change and problem other are using it. Yeah, so that's the reason.
You're using the this state in the form, not this state on the form. Since
Yes.
ages, I'm using service now. Nobody tell me that there are two states. Everybody says it's a state. If I take a case, then why using this state on the form? Why not this? Right?
Yeah.
So still find out why.
Okay.
Okay. But one thing which I can say here, that these two states are always in the sync. This is what the logic service now gave. Maybe from your perspective, the point is right. Customer say, no, I don't want to be go for the base one. I want to take my on and I want to be use and hence that part only.
Correct.
Then I can use this. So ServiceNow said there's a syncing available, and how the sync, there is a script include.
Yes, the script include, correct.
There is script include which sync these two part. So if you find out something on the state part in the Google, there will find the two tables, 1 and 2. And if you see, even the coding also same, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, the backend values are same, correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So synchronization happen. Maybe the reason can be if any point of time you're not interested to use this state, at least you have the right state available of your implement. That is the purpose. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you, and don't be get confused. This state will be available in the change as well, in the problem as well.
Yes.
Okay. This one. One thing which I remember that, let's say if you want to build a code that when a customer click on this button, the state gets changed to on hold. In our scripting, we never use these English words on hold, in progress, new. We always use like this 2, 1, 6, 7, 8. That is the reason if you see, it is a integer type. And if you see, it is a integer type. Because tomorrow, now if I say in progress, I think my English is good, so I'll put in hyphen progress. So Ruby says, come on, I'm in US, it's in progress without hyphen. ServiceNow, these are the two different things. So to avoid this kind of problem, we always use as a best practice, we always either use the sysid, either use this integer value. So if you right click on this, you can see number 7. They can use the close, they can use the in progress, but they're using the alphabet digits, the backend value. Okay, this is important for the understanding. Even though same thing applicable in the impact, urgency, priority as well. The same logic applicable here because these are the integer type. And what is the script include they are using? Let's come here and CRIPT script includes. Definition and here. So you can go and search it. And again, this is a thing which you, when you will do your ITSM training from the ServiceNow module, then you will come to know these things. Incident. Like this. Incident state, this one. So if you open this, it's a complete coding. Even I don't know much, but you can understand this part. And this is what they mention in the bottom that how we are getting it. New, in progress, on hold, awaiting problem, kind of these things. I have no idea that how it's works. Basically, script include is nothing. It's a set of code which you can use anywhere else as well. This is what my understanding says. I may be wrong. Okay. So let's not go much in the deep dive. Two things which we understand from this concept is number one, in incident, change and problem, there are two state field. One is coming from the one is coming from the task table and one is coming from the parent table, child table itself, like incident. They are getting sync with the help of the security, I'm saying script include only. And they are be dealing, or we are dealing them on the either CSID or either on their integer value when we're doing any kind of a coding, any kind of a validation on that particular part. And on hold has the four reasons: awaiting caller, awaiting change, awaiting problem, awaiting vendor. Only and only awaiting caller as of now has a backend validation. Whenever any user will go and change something or comment something on the incident which is in the awaiting caller, the change incident will go into the in progress automatically. This is what the functionality we are getting here. Okay. Nothing much to be worried on this part, that how the script includes work. If you remember one or two, that will be more enough for us. Not more than that we need to be understand here. Clear? Farah, Tejas, Samira and Subi.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we're discussing about the notify and Farah about notification, the way we can receive the email in ServiceNow, we can send the email out from ServiceNow as well. And that is called the email notifications. So if I go here, notifications. And I can click on this one. And here you can find out that how many are built up on the incident table. So these many has been built. Total 29 notification trigger if you do anything on the incident management module. So if you want to do like this, you can do with the group name, because it's the individual one, so you will find it like this. If anybody adding CI affected, anybody adding the incident comments, comments in the incident, anybody is doing any incidents assigned to me, to my group, close, state changes, commented by ITL users. So these notification trigger, and these are called the outbound notification. Inbound, which is coming inside ServiceNow. Outbound, which is going out from the ServiceNow. And here the important point is that if you want to be understand, like if I open this, not this one, let me open the easy one. This one, this name or the definition on which table it is be getting trigger. Okay. And if you're assigning or represents to whom you'll be sending, it is there, and on which condition it should trigger, it is here. So mainly these 4 points or 5 points we have to be take care. Definition, to whom it's sending, what condition it's sending, and at last what it will contain or any template is be using is be in the email notification. Nothing going in the deep, because how to create, what to create, when to create, it is part of the admin training, not in this. In this we just should know that yes, there are some notifications going out from ServiceNow to outside the system. Okay, and when we create the email notification, we can use the email script as well. Let me open this. So there are two things. Either you can define your content, what it will contain. See, either you can define your content in the body itself here, or you can write the email client script, which run and which bring the data for us and showing the content part. So like this, everything they have put it here. No email scripting they're using at point of time. But if you want, you can get the email script and you can call that email script here to do your work. This is what is all about the email part. Easy, not that much depth. One more thing, let's say, Atul, these are the notifications which are going when something has been triggered. But I want to send an email from the incident. How I can send it? So ServiceNow provide a concept called the email client. If you come here, right click, you will find this thing. Email client. And from here, you can send the email to that particular person, to anybody. I created a video, maybe you will get it in my channel as well, that how to hide or unhide, because in one of my project there was a requirement. They don't want to show this email client to their users. Otherwise, anybody can send any notification to anybody else, even outside system as well, which is security constraint for them. So we remove this option. We remove this option from here. It was not visible. How to do that part? You can check. And this thing is available for everybody, for incident, for change, from problem, for everything. It is at least for these three type of what I can say task tables one. It is available. Also, if you want, you can define the template as well. You can define the represent or standard as or this subject as well. You can attach and you can send it. This is called. This is not email. This is email client. Thick client or thin client, there's a concept, right? This is what? It's a kind of a thick client, which you can go and see and you can do your work here. Good option, but yes, if you want to modify something, you have to do a little bit scripting on that particular part. But option available for us that how to do this particular part. That how I can send an email without going in the email notification. Okay. Now, one more thing, same concept in the email. I send an email to ServiceNow and I'm getting an automatic reply. How it's work? Sometime happen, right? If you send an email to no reply @something.com, you get reply. Thank you so much for connecting us. We'll be checking your issue and we'll update you. There's no person sitting in the background who is just reading the email and replying back. So there's this is also coming from the flow designer only. Nowadays, flow designer is used mainly for the automation purpose. Workflow was the older one, and now if you want to automate something, either you use the integration hub, either you use the flow designer. Okay. So there's a concept called the what I can say automatic reply. What I can show you here, come here and see automatic reply. Is there something? Is there kya? I'm putting the wrong word. Let me search with the word reply. Not this one, sorry. Not this one. This is the reply. Basically, it's a reply templates. Let me come here and search. It is for the inbound, right? If inbound come, so let me go and search for the flow, which is called the inbound. Do we have anything, if I remember correctly? Inbound email flow. Okay, replies. Yes, inbound email flow replies like this. Okay. So if I'm sending any email and getting any reply back, it can be done from the flow again. As of now, it's inactive. So it is not working. But you can use this. So how this works specifically, like, because it's a trigger condition that when to start when any email is coming to ServiceNow. And they're saying either received type is reply or type is received. Only in these two cases this will be trigger. They're not putting any kind of what I can say update here that what to do, because it is just to handling the replies from the inbound actions. I need to find out that maybe it's not the right flow we are checking. There can be some other flow as well. But one thing is to be important, that first the email must land in ServiceNow, it get processed, and to do the processing, this is we can use it. So if you go here, we have an inbound action as well, right? Here, inbound email action. This one I'm sure. This one, email actions. What to do? Same thing you can do via process flows as well. Same thing we'll be discussing, right? Here you can do it. What to do? Update the incident record. This is what I'm updating it. Same thing I'm doing from here as well, inbound action. And I can do, let's say, create incident. See, there's nothing called process flow, right? So I can do via inbound email action as well, or I can do via flow designer as well. Flow designer give me more flexibility, so I'm using this particular stuff at point of time. This is what this particular page has been completed. Any doubt, any question? You can ask, don't worry. Sometimes you feel bored. Atul, come on, it's boring. But this is implementation. This is not development. So we have to be face these things. Maybe you know about incident for ages, so it's feeling bored. But when you go for the change or the release or the problem, then you will be more excited because change is so wider. I thought I was able to complete incident management in today itself, but still I need one more day to be close this part, because it's I guess closer is a property only, so we can do this part, but again it's required a little time. Mainly three things are there. Number one, what is the property to auto closer? Number two, how to communicate or how this knowledge article get created, and finally survey part is there, which we have to be complete. This one we are saying, this one. So parent-child relationship, yes, this is also important to understand a little bit more. That what happen if I do some work on the parent and how it's be working on the child incident as well. So this is what the last concept we are going to be complete on the Monday class. Any doubt, any question, anybody? Farah, Samira, Tejas.
For me, maybe questions for next session. Maybe I should see again the videos and
yes. Yeah. So now what you have to be do over the weekend?
Yeah.
Create incident, create on-call schedule, and then check how it's be working together. Go and create a major incident and see what are the options available in the workbench. What is the meaning of the communication? How you can send the communication task? Because from the examination perspective, I'm telling you, more you do the hands-on, more you will come to know about the things. That there's a question which I remember that I got was, how many tabs are available on the major incident workbench? I was not able to recall it, even though I know that I'm using for major incident for a time now, but still not able to recall that. So these questions can come. Properties, go and check the properties. Even they can ask you about the plugin names as well, like for notify, com.snc.notify, it's a plugin name. A role name, because on Monday we are closing this incident management completely. Then you should go and start going through back the videos and start reading it. Okay, Atul told about the properties. Let's go and talk these properties. About the flows, about the email, about the inbound email action, about the on-call scheduling. Incident is still easy to do. Next, we're bringing the change. It will take more than 7 days, I'm sure, 7 to 8 days, because it is little wider. 3 type of changes, change models are there, change flows are there, change approval policies are there. Change types itself is a very big thing to be understood. And 3 different demos will be there, one for the normal change, one for the standard change, one for the emergency change. So it's going to be take time. So better to clear your fundamentals here. But the pattern will be same, like table structure, role, state flow, and then we'll see this life cycle. This is the common structure, but in the depth, concepts will be definitely different. Okay, chalo, any last question before I close this particular call for today?
No.
No.
No, yeah.
Good. Let me stop the recording and quick